Hello, my name is AxisofDestruction, and welcome to a new video. In the last video, if you don't remember, we were working on a few things, such as the new dockhouse. Oh my gosh, we're going to have a new citizen, aren't we? Oh, come on! But yeah, that's what we're... Okay, so getting back on track. We worked on that building, but we also... what else did we do, actually? We actually just fought a lot of monsters. And we improved the rooftop over there a little bit. So, there's that. Come on, you know you want to. It would be so much easier if they had more population than they do now. It would make my life so much easier not having to worry about the two of them dying. As long as two of them are alive, I don't have to worry. We can lose one. We can't lose two. You know what I mean? We can lose one extra, but yeah, the whole point is to not lose anyone. But we would obviously rather prefer one person to die than say all of them to die. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, if I actually fail to protect these guys, it is actually the comments' job to give me appropriate punishment for my failure. I thought I would emphasize that a little bit. Man, it has been a long time since I've done Minecraft as a series on the channel, and I'm actually really invested in what we're doing right now, so needless to say, I'm kind of happy. I'm finally doing something for Minecraft, because I've always kind of wanted to do something for Minecraft. I mean, I've tried hardcore and totally failed. I'm hoping that this series idea will go off well. And anyway, how's the andesite coming along? Let's go ahead and split it up into pieces now. Probably going to have to dump stuff in chests again. But this is actually a good mine. Actually didn't realize though we already have a mine at the main base. So it's actually not required to go all the way out here. Whoa, lag. Thanks, you couldn't figure that out quicker. Alright, we're gonna have to head back. Wait. Nope, we don't have to head back. Forgot. We have crafting table here. Alright. I want to make an extra sword, so I can free up my inventory a little bit. Is there anything I can toss away? Oh, I can free up my space a little bit. Alright. We're not going to be hanging around here too long, though. Minecraft, please, stop. Jeez. Alright, got some extra material for the stone tower, and we will get to work as soon as possible. So something I also want to mention is this episode's going to be geared toward trying to build the stone wall, which is actually quite important as it is the defense mechanism of the entire place. So we got to make sure it's up and running. We'll dump some dirt, dump some rotten flesh, and we got the wood. How much wood do we got? Okay, we have enough to build the floor on the tower. But the next thing after we get this tower built is we actually want... Okay, gotta find the center. Okay, so after we finish the tower, what we actually have to make sure that we do is we actually have to make sure we build a city wall of sorts. And it's not going to be like the grandiose ones we've done in the previous cities, which were huge and massive, but they'll be like distraction. And it's meant to keep the monsters from getting to my people immediately. They won't really be blast proof per se, just annoying enough for the monsters so that they can't get in and cause havoc. Anyway, let's add in our layer. And this is a pretty typical layout for a stone tower. It will have an open center that you can quickly get to and fro, so you don't have to worry about mobility. You can quickly jump up and down the fences. And I forgot to turn it to hard. So I occasionally actually will go off camera and do some work off screen. So I'll turn off hard for purposes of doing creative build work, but I will turn it back on for the actual episode. But now, yep, time to get to work. Alright, time to get to work. Make sure those zombies don't come and cause terror and fear. Right, he doesn't see. That's good. Unfortunately, we didn't get them to have a new family member, so unfortunately, that's a problem. Gonna take you out. Okay, we can leave him alone. I was actually concerned about the zombie, but it looks like he won't be a problem. What I really need is I need more spiders. Let me get my meat back out. I actually need a fair amount more spiders in the area. And the reason for that is actually quite simple. I actually need string to trade with one of the villagers, and I don't want to trade with one until I get the other traded, so that they can actually be more likely to have more children, and therefore will be more likely to survive. Looks like we got an invasion on our hands. Come on, bring it. Don't think you got what it takes. Your mistake, buddy. You should have fired. Go away. That's the moral of this story here. Not come back for more. Go away. If you want to live. Evidently they don't want to live, though. They're probably gonna go attack the village now. Nope, there's one. Oh, yeah, I was right. Hey, you drop that arrow. Give it to me. Good boy. You're not smart, are you? Thanks for the boost. I wanted to get away from that creeper. Shit. Nightmare scenario realized. Creeper, skeleton, and etc. Whew. That was bad. You're not smart. You should have left me alone. Yes, spider. Creeper. Yes, more string. Exactly what I wanted you to give me. I will have to kill that creeper. That's the only negative side of this current scenario. Okay. Yes, another spider. I wanted one of you. What? Pete's sake, dude. What? How did he despawn? I wasn't nearly far enough away. Doesn't matter, I guess. Still kind of handy that happened, but I'm confused as to why it happened. Not complaining, just why. Or rather, how. Whew, okay, I think we can relax momentarily, but there's still that creeper hanging up there, which I'm not too happy about. Hey, creeper, that ain't your house. That's what I thought. Got no backbone. Alright. Put away some junk. Also, we're doing good on the supplies, I think. You had to notice me, didn't you? I didn't want to fight you. But you're gonna die. Okay, looks like the village is actually being quite respected, considering. Oh, never mind. We got morons. That's what I call zombies these days. They're not intelligent. At all. Okay, that's at least going well. Running out of my meat, though. Lone zombie, what you gonna do? Nothing. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Let's just agree to disagree and leave it at that. I heard a zombie groan for the briefest moments. I can't be wrong here. I was wrong, apparently. Would have thought that was actually a zombie. Okay, better deal with the armored skeleton. Just because you're explosive doesn't mean I'm scared of you. And this is my tactic for dealing with witches, guys. and it usually pays off. What I typically do is I completely ambush them before they can have a chance to use their potion. Because what they'll do is they'll try to protect themselves, and once they start protecting themselves, it's game over. So if you can get them to use their regeneration potion instead of their poison, you're pretty much guaranteed to kill them without trouble. You gotta make sure you hit them and hit them hard. Otherwise it will do no good. Uh-huh. That's pretty much the almost surefire way to deal with them. In any case, we need to go and dump some stuff off because my inventory is full once again. Actually, it's in there. Let's dump some stuff in there. A little bit of you and you. Good, put that away. Oh, I want that. Put that away though. And that. And that. Okay, good. Got plenty of supplies. So now let's go back to the stone tower and continue our work. Gotta get the ladder built. And this should get us enough to do what we need. For at least one side. And we'll start this one off. Okay, so now we have the very start of our defense for this area. However, we got a lot to do, so we gotta get a lot done. Alright, as I said before, we got a nice floor plan which makes sure that we can easily access the rest of the building if needed. Alright, and we got some nice windows. The next part of the plan will be to simply make it go higher. So without further ado, I'm going to replace it with temporarily use some wood to get a vantage point and jump. And we'll use this as our means of getting across. Okay. We'll be making good time on the tower at this rate. Alright, and now it's time to make our next level. See? We're making good progress. And we can already see pretty far with this tower. It'll basically give us a 360 field of attack. So if we ever get under attack and we can cut off the rest of the town from the wild, crap. Well, I'll have to get back up now. Later at least, I think. Now let's just try and finish this side off, these ceilings off a little bit. I don't know if I can actually complete the tower at this. Quit falling down. Okay, let's see. Right there, and we're gonna need one right there. Nope, never mind. Didn't just make it. And we're gonna need a lot more wood. But you guys can basically see the point of this structure, probably. If not, I'll explain what this one's going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a perimeter that's going to force them to come through the tower, basically. Or that's the key concept. Is they can't find any other way to get to us, so they'll have to try to go through the tower, and then we'll completely wreck them. We'll build a more permanent wall once we finish the entire city, which will be quite the undertaking. But we can manage. And as for the actual Great City Wall, not the ones we're going to be working on now, I will not be doing those in survival, as that takes a very long time to build. Like, seriously, it takes me hours and hours just to build a single part. It takes me a long time to build a wall, basically, for a single city, so I'd rather not have to go through the long, tedious process of building a wall in survival. I'll build some walls, like the ones we're going to work on in survival, but not the final product walls, which are meant for absolute defense and stuff. Also, if I haven't mentioned this already in the episode, I think I have, but just to emphasize, my plan regarding ships is they're going to serve as a fast travel. So basically, if I have a harbor, I can actually use boats to get around from one point to another. As long as they are connected by a body of water, I can actually reach them using a boat. And I'll use command blocks to ensure that happens. Alright, let's go and grab this, because I don't know if there's any more wood down here. Just want to make sure I get the most I possibly can out of this. Yep, thought there was more. Let's kind of just plow around through here and see what we can find. Yep. How did I know you were there? Mainly because none of this decayed. Alright, let's take this down, and we will get back to work. Alright, and let's use all this wood to turn into planks. Hope I didn't miss it. I missed some stuff, gosh darn it. Thankfully, I have the magic of using block jumping. Where were those blocks I saw? There they are. Why do you trees have to be so evil? I just want to cut down a simple tree, not the Godzilla of all trees. Okay, we should have this down pretty soon. Now for hard mode, I've never really been in that much danger, considering, though I might be basically screwing myself with that statement. Whoa, lag. Major lag. Captain lag. Okay, that was scary. Why is there so much wood? So much wood. Just break up already or something, I don't know. Just stop. Stop. Why is there so many logs in here? I don't want that many logs, I just want a couple logs. Free supply, you know? And don't worry, I'll plant as much trees as you want. Just stop, please. Okay, needless to say, we're not running out of wood. And about time, considering it's time to defend once more. Okay, I'm gonna make lots more sticks so I can basically go crazy on ladders. And so I don't have to keep falling down again. I'll have to replace these with actual stone later. I know that thing where it needed to go, where to go. Saw that. Alright, now we have a complete pole, which will let us go straight up to the top. Nice. Won't even let me finish the... And that, my friends, is why we have the open floor plan. You know, if they heard the footsteps, they wouldn't be so inclined to just charge recklessly. Because they would hear me coming from a mile away. Where is that? He's up top, isn't he? Oh, hello. Thank you, actually. I didn't want to go spider hunting. Alrighty. I think it's about time we started preparing for the local city wall to be erected. What say you guys? Now, obviously, this isn't gonna be perfect or anything like that. No, no. This is just gonna be a simple barricade, if you will. Oh, ganging up on me instead of, you know, fighting my villagers. That was actually quite smart. They actually did the right thing. These guys are idiots. Those two little baby zombies knew what they were doing. Target me, and you basically eliminate their defenses. So then they would be able to get what they wanted. As long as I'm here, there ain't nothing they can do. Except get really lucky. That's about it. See? My genius plan is already beginning. Get away. Better go check on the village since there's mob activity. Well, the horses actually wandered this way completely. I'm surprised. Alright, time to erect the wall. As best as possible. Don't come after me, you will regret it. Yo, I'm working here. You're not the only one with a bow. So, you know, kind of kindly go away. Or you will die, painfully. We understood then. Die. It's amazing, the guys' stupidity. And my luck, not to mention. You shouldn't have charged me. That's your mistake. Alright, we got no more andesites. We're gonna have to go mine more. You drop that string right now, mister. Thank you. Needless to say, though, this new defense lineup I'm working on, totally gonna kill the opposition. You don't see anything, skeleton. I'll keep him busy for about 5 seconds. Long enough to kill him. That's why we need that wall. To keep him out. Hence, keep out. Jeez, man. Don't you know what privacy is? Yeesh. I think we have some andesite deposits down in the main house. Let me go check. Should be just enough time to quickly mine up some stuff. We only need a couple to get what we need. Well, not really. We need a lot, but we just really need to mine as much as we can. And our armor is falling to pieces. Not to worry. I guess we're losing the zombie flesh this time. Excuse me while I go kick their sorry butts. Come on. Come here. Wow, this is actually a genius defense mechanism here. Totally. Alright, gonna wear these boots. We got a helmet. Oh crap, you scared me. I don't care about you, go away. Maybe some other time I'll care, just not right now. Capiche? No helmet. Thought I would get a helmet. Dude! Privacy much? Alright. What I think I'll do is I'll dig a trench. Or something. Then we can actually build upward later. You're not gonna do any better than he. Actually, let's put that idea into practice. So we can get started on the defensive mechanism that's actually half decent. You chose wrong target. That was not a smart move, guys. Alright, stick around till things are in the clear. And looks like no more contenders are coming this way in time. Alright, let's continue digging our trench. Since mobs don't really jump, this is the best solution at the present time. Once we build once we get enough stuff, we can do a little bit more. But that will kind of slow them down. So they can't just go have at me anymore. They'll actually have to go the long way around. But anyway, since we got a peacetime, we might as well keep mining. 35 already. Holy crap. Jeez. It's actually amazing how fast time flies when I'm recording this stuff. Anyway, I kind of want to get this project done as fast as I can so we can move on to more stuff. Like maybe a boat or something. That would be kind of cool to try. My first boat here didn't exactly go the best it could have, so I really want to give it another shot. Alright, how much not andesite is this going to give me? Probably not enough. Yeah, definitely not going to be enough here. Let's look further down, there's probably going to be more. Yep, more over here. The basic idea of these walls is just to give me a structure that will work for the time being. It doesn't have to be pretty or perfect, it just has to be functional at the present. It's not going to stop a creeper explosion as in not the point of it. The point of it is to make sure that mobs can't physically move into my area and pretty much reduce the amount of stress fighting them. Basically, it's one part. The way you could look at it is, it's one part making sure you guys aren't going to see the same old thing every single time. It's also kind of imperative that I do it for security reasons. So, on one hand, you don't get as bored watching me fight monsters every day, and on the other hand, it's also allowing me to defend myself properly. Yes, we have a newborn. Finally. Less stress, less pressure. Also, keep them in a general area I can keep track of. So that's also good stuff. I am just going to basically make a little wall that will do what it needs to, then it will move on. Gotta make sure the mobs can't climb the wall. And, looking at it, we will also get some free resources on the way. And again, this is just a measure to keep them from getting any easy access to the villagers. I'll make a more effective measure of defense later. This is just like a simple wall and trench. It's actually more useful than I'm giving it credit for, as the monsters will not be able to bypass this very easily without having to go through my security measures. However, that's only one side of the wall, the other side still remains to be built. And once we have this wall built, we can actually kind of move on to the next phase of building. Gotta do that, just so they can't immediately get up here. This is about the area you would expect them to show up, by the way, the monsters. So this is actually quite useful, the defense line. It kind of tells them, hey, you can't come this way, come next year, or never. Alright, we're making good progress. Quite happy. Oh wow. I'm actually having a full inventory crisis again. But anyway, that's actually going to be very helpful now. With this, it's probably going to reduce the threat level by a great majority, so I'm not going to have to worry nearly as much about the state of things. Needless to say, I still have to keep an eye out, but this relieves a little bit more pressure to keep them safe, as I will have an actual defensive mechanism that will do part of my job. And thank goodness it's a priest. I just noticed that. We have so much zombie meat wasted in there. Let's get this off the ground. So what I'm also going to do, let's see. Okay, so the basic circumference of this particular city is going to be basically going to, okay, this particular section will end right about over here, which is my standard territory. But this is not the only territory my empire actually controls regarding this specific town. We're actually going to claim the entire peninsula, so there is that too. So we actually have quite a lot of expansion to go through. And I'm actually quite excited to be building this entire new city in survival. Let's take some out of the wall, and hopefully we won't need too much more in order to finish the wall. I don't want to put too much effort into the wall. I just want to wrap things up more than anything. Okay, how much did I just get? 23, 24-ish. With another block, we should be good to go. Okay, 24 blocks. So now, oh no, it's raining. That's not a good sign. So anyway, I'm gonna have to wrap things up pretty soon. It's already getting to be ridiculous. It's actually 42 minutes long now, which is a new record for the series already. I don't want to actually be too long of a series. I actually didn't realize how long this would be of a series, so don't mean to keep you this long. If you actually enjoy what I'm doing, then I appreciate it, but I don't think it needs to be this long of a video series. Alright, gonna have to dig down again. Let's back this off a little bit so it can't be as threat. Alright, now we have our battle lines drawn. The last thing I want to do is I want to add a measure of security in the form of a line of torches all along the wall, so we can expand our borders a little bit, and once it's actually nighttime, that is when we can actually really start pushing our borders outward. But for now, this is just a security measure to keep them out, and I don't guarantee its actual effectiveness, considering the situation at hand. Though, I just realized there is one issue, and it's a pretty prevalent issue. If the villagers walked outside, they could get trapped outside, and therefore die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some gates that they can use. The monsters will have to break through them and all, so they won't just be able to. This is just like a simple gate thing. It's not going to be too much of use to the monsters, I think. If anything, it's just going to attract their general attention. And we'll have them at these 2 points because they're the closest I can think of. Alright, so with this new wall in place, we should be good to go for the next episode. So, before we go, I'm going to quickly let you guys see the progress we've made. So now, we've got an entire base of operations established This will be the new territory. Actually, hold on. Game mode 1. Let's kind of cheat, yet not cheat, and get a grasp of how far our city has evolved. So, just to give you a scale of comprehension of how much work we've actually accomplished, this entire line of the fence has been built, and we actually have made significant progress on the tower itself. This is actually exactly what I wanted to accomplish today, and I'm really happy we got to this point. The last line of the fence we have to draw up before we can say 100% complete. Let me get higher so the mobs can't spawn. Mobs can't spawn. Okay, there we go. What we need to do is we need to go over this way, and so that will basically allow us to cut off that entire section of the land and therefore make security less of a hassle. However, what we're going to do is we're going to divide this city we're building into districts. What that basically means is this is just one segment of an entire city we're going to build. The idea, let's see, where exactly does the line go? The idea is to kind of travel all of that general, okay, all of this general area that you see, this peninsula stretching out all the way down there, that is the project we're spanning. But now, I must bid you adieu. I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!